welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Kat and today I'm going to be talking about some of my favourite things from April. We've got some makeup, we've got some clothes, we've got some music, we've got some TV shows, we've got a whole bunch of things. So let's just get into it. My first favourite from the month is definitely my haircut. It sounds so silly, but I haven't had my hair cut properly in over 2 years. Hello, Munchkin. Sorry, my cat just came in. Okay, this is happening now. Sorry. Can you do something with your back legs, please? Because they're uncomfortable. Oh, baby girl. Look at her arms. What I was saying was I haven't had my hair cut in over 2 years, so I thought I'd treat myself to an actual professional haircut. And I went to see Shannon, who works at Courage and Noble on King Street in Norwich. Her Instagram username is She Cuts Hair. I will link her in the description. She's really, really lovely. I've known her for quite a long time and it was such a nice experience. I get really anxious before haircuts because I just find them uncomfortable a lot of the time, but actually it was a really, really lovely experience. She made me feel very at ease and very comfortable. And I asked for a, oh my God, sorry. It's like having a baby. Can you go away? Go on, thank you. I got a sort of shag haircut. I didn't want too much off the lengths and I also didn't want the layers to be too high because when my layers are really short, it can make my hair go kind of like mushroomy and that's just not really a look that I want to go for personally. But yeah, it's been so nice, like my hair just like looking less ratty and just has that really nice shape to it where it hasn't had that for quite a long time. So I've just been really, really pleased with it, and especially with my hair feeling the healthiest it ever has and my waves looking really, really nice. I just think it's given me a new level of like confidence because I just look a bit more put together now, if that makes sense. Not that my hair looked bad before, but you know, I'm not a hairdresser, so me cutting my own hair is a bit different to having someone who's trained and does it really, really well. She does razor cuts, which is also really cool. So if you're looking for someone to razor cut your hair, if you're in Norwich or you're willing to travel, definitely check Shannon out. She is the coolest. Now on to some makeup-y bits. I'm going to talk about the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 15. I think it's the fair shade. I have struggled for a really, really long time to find a concealer that looks nice underneath my under eyes. I find that most concealers end up looking really dry, really crusty. They make my under eyes look like scaly, and this doesn't do that at all. It makes my under eyes look really, really nice and it's really hydrating. And I also really like the shade. I would say it's like, especially when I've got some tan on, it is a bit light, but I actually usually put this on before my foundation and then I will sort of blend everything together. I don't want there to ever be like a harsh distinction between like really bright under eyes and then like the rest of my face is a bit darker. That's just not really my preference, but I have been enjoying that more brightness underneath the under eyes, and I've actually been bringing my concealer up into my inner corners to kind of hide the darkness there. I have quite hollow inner corners and I just think it's been helping a lot, and it makes me look more awake. It makes me look a lot brighter and I've just been thoroughly enjoying it. It's been nice to actually have a concealer that works consistently for me. So yeah, this is definitely a favourite. Another favourite is actually my new SPF. This is the Bondi Sands Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is definitely for body because I know they do one specifically for the face and I was supposed to get the one specifically for the face, but I accidentally ordered this one. But I'll be honest, this is lovely. It hasn't broken me out, which I was kind of nervous it was going to because it is a body SPF, not a face SPF, but it's so hydrating and I use this in the morning in replacement of moisturizer. I usually do anyway because I can get quite oily, so if I use moisturizer and SPF, it can be a bit too much and I can look like a grease ball. But I like to be super glowy, super shiny, you know, and this works so well underneath foundation. It looks really, really beautiful, and it just makes my skin feel really soft, really plush, and it's also reef friendly, which is nice, and I just really enjoy it. And this is going to last me a while because it's a nice big bottle, so I definitely think this is the one that I'm probably going to stick to because I just really enjoy using it. And it's 150 mils, and I think it was about £8, so it's a good deal. Another makeup favourite is actually the NYX brow glue. I bought this because I was sort of looking into like the sort of like brow stylers, the brow like gels that are in the little pots, or I know Lottie London just came out with one, and like the Anastasia Brow Freeze and things like that. And I just thought it's a bit of a hassle having to have the spoolie and the product. And that was the thing that I used to do soap brows like over a year ago, maybe like a long time ago. I did soap brows, and although I really like the effect, I found, I know this sounds really silly, but like the process of having to wet the soap and then using a separate spoolie, which I then would have to clean every day, kind of was just a bit of a hassle, and I ended up not doing it anymore, and I gave the soap and the spoolie to Pops, and I was like, you can have it. Wasn't really fussed by it anymore. But I was finding that my e.l.f. Wow Brow, which is what I use to tint my brows, wasn't giving me the hold that I wanted. It gives me the fluff and it gives me the colour, but it wasn't giving me the hold. So I thought I would try the NYX brow glue, and I actually really, really like this. So I will do a layer of the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and I will leave it to set, and then I'll put on the brow glue on top and sort of set everything into place, and it helps really keep my brows nice and fluffed up and defined without being gloopy or anything like that. When you first put it on, it can look a bit gloopy, but it definitely dries and you can't see it anymore. And it's super affordable, so I've been really, really enjoying this. So if you want something that will help fluff up your brows and give you that soap brow effect without all of the hassle of doing soap brows, this is definitely something I recommend. Another favourite for makeup is the Lottie London Dewy Setting Spray. I really love this. The smell is like, I don't know how to describe it. It smells so good, it smells so fresh, and this is definitely something, I don't necessarily use it to like keep my makeup in place because I just don't think that setting sprays can do that. But when it's like gets to like 2 or 3 o'clock and my face just feels sort of like dry, or I feel like I just need like a little refresh, I will spray this on. I take this to work with me every day, and it just gives me that little boost in hydration, that little like, you know, that little wake up that I need. And it also just gives a really beautiful luminosity. There's the dewy setting spray, and then they have another setting spray which I think has sparkle in, but this one doesn't have any sparkle, which I appreciate. But yeah, absolutely adore this one. I think it looks so cute. I've left something else in my coat pocket, so let me go and get that. And then definitely my 100% top favourite of the month has been the Fenty Beauty Rosé Latte Cream Blush. It's like a nice like brownie, reddy kind of blush colour. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this so much. I've worn it pretty much every day, even if I don't put it on in the morning. During the day, if I feel like I just need like a little top up of colour, I'll just pat, you know, just pat it on. And I've also been loving using this on my lips. I'll just put a little bit of lip balm on, and then I'll put this over the top. I have had this in my coat pocket every day since I got it because it's just so convenient and it's so pretty and it looks so good, and it lasts surprisingly well underneath masks, and through the day I'll get home and I can still see that colour on my cheeks. But even if it does fade, it's so quick and easy to bring back that colour and intensify it. and I just absolutely adore it. And then last but not least, for makeup favorites, I want to talk about this eyeshadow from Romand, which is a K-beauty brand, and this is the shade 03. I think the actual name of it is a Coral Satin, and it is a coral eyeshadow with a bright green shift to it. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this eyeshadow. And for work, I've been doing like the simplest makeup. I'll just do a little bit of spot concealing or like a little bit of foundation over the areas that need it. A little bit of blush, usually this one. And then I will put a eyeshadow on my lid. It's either this, which is probably my favorite, or it's Ritz from Colourpop, or it's Unexpected from JD Glow. They're the three that I've been like rotating through, and I will just pop this all over the eye, like dab it around. Mascara, this on the lips as well, and that has been my daily makeup routine. I'm gonna film it soon, just like my quick 10-minute morning makeup. But having a shadow like this, where the shift is really interesting, it takes a very simple, very simple eye look and makes it look just a little bit more interesting, because it does have that nice shift to it. So I have been loving this. That's it for makeup favorites. Now let's talk about some fashion favorites. First item I'm going to talk about is a pair of trousers. So I've mentioned before on my channel that I'm trying to separate my work wardrobe with my out of work wardrobe, and I've definitely started, basically my work wardrobe now is trousers and a blouse, and these trousers have been an absolute godsend. A few months ago in a collective haul, I can't remember, but I featured these trousers, which are a pair of cream trousers from Motel Rocks, and I absolutely love them. I love the way that they fit. I did have to size up. These are a size large, so they don't fit around my waist very well, but I wanted them to hang off. I wanted them to be loose and baggy and wide leg, and I decided to get a black pair. I just felt like I would wear a black pair a lot. It would be really convenient, and as well for work, I'm probably not going to wear the cream trousers because I do a lot of moving furniture and I sort dirty clothes out, you know, so those trousers will get filthy. So I got a pair of black ones, and I have not stopped wearing these. So these are the Motel ABBA trousers. I'm gonna sort of show you here, but I'll show you a clip wearing them because it's just easier for me to show you them on than to try and show you by holding them up. But I have worn these trousers every day pretty much. Like, the only time I haven't worn them was when I had to put them in the wash, and I've already decided that next month I am going to buy another pair because I just think they look so nice. They're so comfy, and they're not so big that if there are days where, I feel like we all have these days, there's just some days where I just don't want to wear a belt and I don't want things to be tight. So I have a few blouses and tops that will hang over the waist, so I will just put those on and then I don't have to belt it, which is always great. They just look so good. They always make me look smart, which is nice, which is what I kind of want for work. But also I have worn these outside of work and they look really fucking cool. I wore them with a like velvet green crop top and they looked amazing, and I just feel like I will get so much wear out of these. And the reason why I want to get another pair is so that when one is in the wash I can wear the other, or I can have one pair specifically for work and one pair specifically for outside of work. And I also want to get, they do a pair in a brown and cream check, and they also do a pair in sage green, and I want them because I know that I will wear them so much because I have worn these trousers to death already. And then another fashion favorite is actually something that I've had for years. I have had this probably since I was about 17. Like, I definitely had it when I was in sixth form. So at least since I was 17. So I've had this for 7 years, at least 7 years. And this is this blazer. I got it secondhand. It's originally from Marks and Spencer's, but it's a like tweed blazer. Again, I'll show you it on because it's hard to show you like this. It is a size 16, but it's quite old, so I wouldn't say it's a size 16 anymore. I'd say it's more like a size 12 or a 14, and I love this. I bought this from a charity shop in where I used to live with my mum, and I remember buying it and my mum being like, oh, for God's sake, why do you have to dress like an old lady? And I was like, because I want to, mother, because I want to. I was about 15, 16. All I wore was like old granny clothes, like the big floral print dresses that had the collars and like long floral skirts that were pleated, you know, like I wore a lot of that, and this was just a staple in my wardrobe. And then I kind of forgot about it for a long time, and I went through a phase of wearing it again when I was maybe in my early, like 19, 20 maybe, and then I wore it the other day to go and see my friend because it wasn't particularly cold, and I just felt so good in it. I absolutely love it. I love the way it fits. It makes me feel really cool, and we're going out today, and I think I might go through a couple of charity shops and see if I can find some more blazers, because I'm really feeling the oversized blazer kind of look at the moment, and I'm just really enjoying it, and I love it. And it's nice that it's something that's been in my wardrobe for so long, but yeah, I feel excited to wear it again. That's just a great feeling. I'm gonna quickly mention some media. So music wise, I have been absolutely obsessed with Peggy Gou. She is a DJ. I want to say she's Korean, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to correct myself if I am wrong, but she is insanely cool. I actually came across her, it was a TikTok. My TikTok For You page has cottoned onto the fact that I really enjoy like house music, and I really enjoy like DJ sets and stuff, so it keeps sending me things on my For You page. The algorithm has caught up with me, and there was a video of her and she looked just so effortlessly cool, and the music she was playing was like super fun and super funky, and she actually has quite a lot of mixes on her Spotify, and my favorite is definitely Starry Night. Her Starry Night mix is really fucking cool. So if you're interested in like dance, or like if you like boiler room sets, definitely check out Peggy Gou, because hers is really cool. And another album I've been loving, and it's not a new album by any means, but Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me by The Cure has definitely been one that I've been listening to a lot recently. The Cure are one of my favourite bands in this world. I've spoken about them quite a few times on my channel, I think, but I sort of rotate through albums depending on the season or the way that I'm feeling. My favourite Cure album is actually one of their compilation albums. It's Japanese Whispers. That is my favourite compilation, but Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me is definitely one of my favourite actual albums of theirs, because it has one of my favourite tracks by them ever, which is Just Like Heaven, which I have tattooed across my arm, and I love it so much. And I was just like, I think I was doing the washing up the other day, and I just like stuck it on, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, this album is amazing. It's got Why Can't I Be You on it, and Icing Sugar is also an incredible song. So definitely, if you want to check out The Cure, I feel like there's like a misconception that The Cure is like, do like sad music, which they can. Like Disintegration isn't necessarily sad, it's just like beautiful. Definitely albums like Japanese Whispers or Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me are definitely a lot more cheerful, a lot more upbeat, and there's sort of like a poppy side to them, and if that's your thing, then definitely check it out. And then TV, we have been watching Unforgotten. We haven't finished the 4th season, and I hope we pick it back up soon, but that has been a huge favourite of ours. Unforgotten is a British procedural drama, I think you would call it, about cold cases, and the way they set it up is so interesting, because you will sort of meet everyone that is involved in this case some way, somehow, and then you will slowly find out how they're connected to each other, and I just find that really fun. I love it when shows work that way. And it is quite intense, I will say. It is quite intense, and it does deal with a lot of difficult issues. I feel like the way that it's handled is really, really good, and I didn't at any point feel uncomfortable or triggered by it, which is really nice. And we've been watching Lost. I watched Lost with my mum when I was little. I never really, like, I knew what it was about, but I never really paid attention, and I never really quite understood it, and Calvin has never seen it. So the other day we just stuck it on and we've been really enjoying it. We're coming up to the end of the first season and I just adore it. I hate Jack. I think he's so annoying. He's one of those characters, like, I don't like Harry Potter as a character, and I don't like Frodo as a character, and I don't like Buffy as a character. It's those, like, that, like, heroism, you know, it annoys me because they always think they're too good for help, you know, or like that they, doesn't matter. That's a whole other subject, but Lost is something that I've been really, really enjoying. It's been really, really nice. It's just been really interesting to see, like, obviously I have memories of it from being like 7 or 8, but now watching it, I'm like, oh, I understand now. I understand these things. Yeah, that is it for this month's favourites. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. That would be really, really cool. And as always, eat good, drink good, take care of yourself. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.